Hello, I'm Dango Rose. Welcome to the Mountaineer Podcast, where everybody's listening. The Mountaineer brings you the latest news of the Peak to Peak region, in print, online, through our podcast, social media, and special publications. Now, listen in to the latest news of the area with our local journalists.
Hello, my name is Jamie Lammers, and welcome to this week's musical segment. I'll let my guest introduce himself real quick.
My name's Anthony Gonzalez, a member of SKB, Small Kid Band.
I hear that Small Kid Band is performing at Very Nice Brewing Company very soon.
Yeah, so we're going to be at the Very Nice Brewing Company on February 3rd.
So how exactly did the band start?
Yeah, so it kind of started kind of a long time ago when I was in Europe, actually. So I was like backpacking across Europe. When I was in Switzerland, I don't know, I kind of just woke up one day and I was like, man, I want to start a band and I really want to go 100% at it and really try this. So I texted a couple of buddies I had who I thought might be crazy enough to kind of go on this adventure with me. The first person I texted was actually my brother-in-law, the brother of my wife. His name is James Kidwell. He's the bass player in our band. So I texted him and I was like, hey, crazy idea. I know you live in Indiana. You want to move to Colorado with me and start a band? And he was like, sure. And yeah, it's actually really easy to try and convince him. So then he was on board. And then the next person I texted was Jared Ritchie. He's like the second guitarist in the band. He was already living in Colorado and we were buddies because of soccer. So I texted him like, hey dude, crazy idea. You want to go quit your job and go live in the mountains and start a band? He was also just like, sure. And then so we kind of got this group of guys who have never even met each other before, and we all moved into a house. And yeah, everyone quit their jobs, everyone moved from their hometown, and all came to Nederland, Colorado. And we've kind of just been here now in our house. Our drummer, John Gonzalez, he's actually my younger brother. He was in the area already, and like, hey man, you want to come be our drummer? And he was like, yeah man, sure. So now we're kind of all in the house together, jamming out and getting into a bunch of shenanigans. So it'll be fun.
Do you have a lot of musical influences that inspired you along the way?
Yeah, kind of a lot. So it's kind of weird. We are a lot of different things. So originally, I am a classical pianist. I was in percussion. And so I'm very technically trained, and that's kind of what I'm really into, so maybe like jazzy stuff. But my biggest influence in terms of the band is alternative rock, like Dominic Fike, or like Weezer, Green Day, Sublime. That's another big influence for us. Whereas Jared, he's kind of always been into alternative rock. He's really into Cage the Elephant, Glass Animals, Young the Giant. Whereas James is really into kind of like metal, kind of. So he's really into, biggest band is called The Rex. That was a big influence for him. But John's kind of the oddball. He actually doesn't even like enjoy alternative rock. He's very much in hip hop and rap. So kind of cool because we all kind of bring our own different dynamic to the band. And the stuff that we're creating right now, it kind of has a unique sound and a little bit of each of us in it. So it's pretty cool to see everyone come together with their own kind of genre and style. And then now we're all creating together. That kind of makes sense. So yeah, it's been pretty fun.
What's your favorite part about being able to perform in a group like this?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the best part is just the fact that I think for the band, we were all kind of a point in our lives where all of us were stuck. I was working full time and so were the other guys. And we weren't really adventuring and exploring in our lives. So I think the funnest part for me and for all of us, I can speak, is the fact that we came from working our job, just doing our stuff, coming out here where all of us only work like 2 days a week, and we kind of have so much time up here to just hang out all the time and go snowboarding and watch movies. And we're really building a family and trying to build a community, honestly. And it's really showing in our music. And that's kind of been my favorite part, is to see us, the chemistry outside of when we play music, how it can influence when we're playing music. And since we've been together now for like 5 months, it's really just, we've gotten 10 times better. We're all just super close. We're really like a family. And that's kind of, for me, and honestly for the rest of the guys, our favorite part of all this.
Do you perform covers, originals, or a mix of both?
Yeah, so it's definitely a mix of both. Right now, we're doing a lot of originals, especially right now. We're actually currently working on a couple projects. So the project coming out probably this month, actually, it's called Gas Station Run, and it's going to be our first EP. It's going to be 5 demos of what we've kind of been working on. And yeah, so we're kind of working on that right now a lot. We've been trying to record it and produce it and really just create. And then our big thing we're working on right now is an album called called Conger, Conger. That's the street name that we live on right now, where we're starting this whole journey. So Conger is definitely like a really big project. We have the EP coming out. That's going to be really fun. But covers are really easy just to practice. And honestly, to perform, I mean, people honestly don't really care about your original stuff. Kind of what we've noticed whenever we go out and perform. So we kind of do a lot of covers to draw people's attention, and then we'll play some originals, and then they kind of enjoy it. It's kind of like an easy way to get them to really digest what we're putting out. Yeah, definitely a lot of covers as well. Or covers. Typically, we do a lot of like Dominic Fike, Weezer, Sublime, kind of the same bands I'm talking about. But for Very Nice, we're going to be doing kind of a different set. We're going to be doing a lot of old school rock and jazzy stuff. So Daniel Caesar, Elvis, the Eagles, a lot of Beatles, just because we feel that's going to fit best that crowd. And the last hour and a half, we actually have a second band. We call our alter ego band. It's called Leroy and the Bats. And we kind of just do acid jazz, instrumentals, and a bunch of really chill, fun stuff. So that's kind of what we're going to do now. Very nice. So yeah, definitely a lot of covers, a lot of originals, and a lot of just really weird stuff. So yeah, it should be pretty fun.
What is your favorite part about being able to perform live with a group like this?
Oh, man, I think I can speak for me personally, and I can speak for everyone else kind of. Me personally, the thing is, I'm kind of the one who, like, started the band. I'm the lead vocals, and so I kind of create a lot of the lyrics and a lot of chords, but in terms of the actual instrumental, everyone kind of creates stuff, and then I kind of just put lyrics over it. But in terms of trying to play live, my favorite part, I just really enjoy that the lyrics I'm creating for the band are very personal to me. I'm kind of telling my story of where I've come from and just experiences I've had, and so I feel that when I perform, and not even just me, but for everyone, like when we perform, our emotions are really conveyed through our songs. And when people hear our originals for the first time, a lot of times they're like, oh man, what song is that? Like, oh, it's actually an original. And it's kind of been my favorite part, the fact that because of our chemistry and the way we play together, all of our originals sound very emotional, and they convey a lot of, whether it's having fun or being sad. If it's having fun and upbeat, then we're really having fun. And when we're sad, we're really sad, you know? And that's been my favorite part, is just to be able to express all of our emotions through our originals. And when people are able to come to me and be like, hey, I actually really like that song, like, that kind of spoke with me. Not even just for me, but for everyone. I know everyone just really enjoys that part of it.
And what do you hope that audience members take away from your shows when they come and see you?
Yeah, I mean, I hope they understand what's coming. Honestly, we're really ramping up. We're getting really good. And I mean, if you see like our Instagram bio, it just says we are just trying to play at Red Rocks. And that's kind of what's happening. We're really ready to kick it off and make it big. And so I just hope when audience members come, I hope they can feel that and they can see, man, these guys are special. Because we're a fun group of guys. We just hang out all the time, and it really shows whenever we play that we're a fun band. We're trying to build a fun community. And I mean, you know, like the very cliche saying, we're trying to like go places. So I hope the audience members can all feel that as well whenever we're playing. We don't want to be just a group of kids who are just messing around. Even though the band is called All Kid Band. Kind of ironic, but yeah, kind of what we're hoping for.
Is there anything else you'd like to add about the band?
Yeah, so there's definitely a lot of stuff coming up. Like I said, the main thing we're working on right now is it's going to be called the Gas Station Run !demos. That's kind of the project we're really looking forward to right now. We're really hoping people are staying tuned. And if people could just give us a follow on our Instagram, that's like the biggest thing. And that's just Small Kid Band. Stay tuned for that, because that's coming out really soon. We also just put out some hats and merch that we're selling, and that can all be found at smallkid.band. Another project that's coming out really soon that we're really excited about is it's going to be called the Road to Red Rock. So we're going to be creating a video series where every single week we're just going to always be recording, and the idea is to let people kind of come along with us through our journey. Ultimately, we are going to play at Red Rocks. It's kind of like our game plan, and we want to record every second of that and let people be a part of that. So those are kind of projects that are coming up that we're working on. Again, our Instagram, everything will be on there. But in terms of shows, we're playing at Very Nice coming up soon. In February, we have 3 or 4 shows coming up aside from the Very Nice. The cool thing about those shows as well is that they are going to be a lot of originals. They're going to be alternative rock. It's really going to be amping it up.
Thank you so much to Anthony for coming on board and joining us for the podcast. You can check out Small Kid Band live at Very Nice Brewing Company at 20 East Lakeview Drive, number 112 in Netherland on Saturday, February 3rd, 2024 at 5 p.m. And now, for this week's Music Mentions. Head to Busey Brews, located at 70 East 1st Street in Netherland on Sunday, January 28th at 2 p.m. to see Eric Richard Stone performing live. Head to the Diner Bar Ned, located at 121 North Jefferson Street in Netherland on Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. to see a karaoke night, and on Sundays at 6 p.m. for an open mic night. Also be sure to head there Friday, January 26th to see DJ Face Melt Fridays with God Laser. Head to Eldora Mountain Resort, located 2861 Eldora Ski Road in Netherlands on Friday, January 26th at noon to see Beats at the Base with KHU, on Saturday, January 27th at 9 a.m. to see Beats at the Base with Keep Rock Dave, on Saturday, January 27th at 1 p.m. to see Apres Music Series with Stellar J's Duo, on Sunday, January 28th at 9 a.m. to see Beats at the Base with JJ Ravemakers, and on Sunday, January 28th at 1 p.m. to see Apres Music Series with Hunter Stone Band. Head to Howland Wind Brewing, located at 51A Main Street in Rollinsville on Saturday, January 27th at 4 p.m. to see the Ben Sproul Duo performing live, and on Sunday, January 28th at 4 p.m. to see an open bluegrass jam. Head to the Jamestown Mercantile, located at 108 Main Street in Jamestown on Friday, January 26th at 7 p.m. to see Mr. Mike Unplugged performing live, on Saturday, January 27th at 2 p.m. to attend the Cosmic Winter Wonderfest, and on Sunday, January 28th at 10 a.m. to see John Shepard and the Front Porch Posse. Also be sure to head there at Thursday, February 1st at 7 p.m. to see Tom Morris performing live. Head to JKQ Barbecue, located at 200 Gregory Street in Blackhawk on Friday, January 26th at 6 p.m. and on Saturday, January 27th at 5 p.m. to see Two Billies performing live. Head to Knotted Root Brewing, located at 250 North Caribou Street in Netherlands on Sundays at 5 p.m. to see Jazz Sunday. Head to the Caribou Room, located at 55 Indian Peaks Drive in Netherlands on Friday, January 26th to see Two Bob Crew with opener Lionel Young Duo. Doors open and dinner starts at 7 p.m. and the show starts at 8 p.m. And finally, head to the Very Nice Brewing Company, located at 20 East Lakeview Drive, number 112 in Netherlands on Friday, January 26th at 6 p.m. to see David Gilman performing live, and on Saturday, January 27th at 5 p.m. to see Mountain Reverb performing live. Did we miss you or your performance? Want to submit your music listing in the Peak to Peak area? Do you have updates to your business or to your performances? Please call 303-810-5409 or email info@themountaineer.com to be included in the next print edition or the next podcast of The Mountain Ear.
And that's it for our show. Subscribe online to get more access to more news, weekly updates to our community calendar, and a link to our YouTube channel by visiting themountaineer.com. Be sure to use the coupon code PODCAST when subscribing for a 10% discount, only available to our listeners. If you are in the local Peak to Peak area, be sure to pick up a print edition of The Mountaineer at a local business. I'm Dango Rose. Thank you for listening.